Hello YouTube, this is my second video on the legalization of marijuana, and today I'm pretty much going to tell you why I think marijuana should be legalized in the United States and around the world. And so I guess let's get started. So first off, let me just say this, and I'm pretty sure there's facts to back this up. I'm not completely sure. I'm not a statistical genius, obviously, but I'm sure a little digging and research can find you the answers to this one. It is proven that marijuana has no side effects, no health, nothing dangerous to your health comes from smoking marijuana, and that's been scientifically proven. That to date, marijuana has no dangerous risks to your health. Whereas stuff like cigarettes, alcohol, medicine, stuff like that, all toxic chemicals, stuff like that, that's all dangerous to your health, and it's completely legal. So tell me why something that gives you lung cancer, something that kills millions of people, something that puts holes in your neck, something that clogs up your lungs with black tartar, something that has rat poison, battery acid, stuff like that in it. Why is something like that completely legal in the United States of America? Something that's so toxic it can drop thousands upon thousands of people. And why is that legal? I'm kind of concerned. It's kind of hypocritical, really, if you think about it. It's like telling someone that drunk driving is dangerous to their health, which, of course, it is. If you drive drunk and you crash into a tree, that's obviously dangerous to your health. And then they give you a beer, hand you car keys, and tell you to drive down to the local gas station, grab them a bag of chips. That's pretty much what this is. Pretty much what America is trying to say. You can't just let something that is so dangerous to your health be legal in the country, perfectly legal, and something that is perfectly fine to your health and actually beneficial to your health, as far as I'm concerned, be illegal. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. Okay, so let's ask the American public. Let's have a poll on one thing, okay? Would you rather legalize marijuana and illegalize alcohol, or illegalize marijuana and keep alcohol legalized? Now, I'm sure most of the people in the United States of America would choose alcohol over marijuana, and I want to tell you why. Alcohol is beer, obviously. Alcohol has been in the United States of America for hundreds of years. I can't really date on that. I can't put facts on that, but that's not important. What's important is alcohol has been with many people for a long time, and it's something that we promote in the United States of America. I mean, you can pull up statistics of the amount of car crashes from drunk driving, the amount of liver failures, kidney failures from alcohol, the amount of people that die on the streets from over-intoxication. You can pull that stuff out all day, but when it comes down to it, half of the male-female population in the United States of America, most of them would like to come home from work and go into their fridge and grab themselves a beer and just, enjoy it. So I think we'd see that if something that was more beneficial to our health was legalized and was more modern in the home of America, and it wasn't injected with a bunch of toxic chemicals like rat poison and atomic type of crap like they put in cigarettes, I mean, honestly, you'd be better off taking a hammer and smashing your skull in than smoking a cigarette, because smoking cigarettes down the road, you're just killing yourself slowly, honestly. And that's another point. Why are cigarettes more legal than marijuana when cigarettes have all this toxic crap that they put in it? But that's besides the point. If you modernize something to some extent, more people are going to look at it as a daily sophisticated thing that everyone does. I mean, right now we see rape as disgusting, vile, a bad thing, obviously. And I'm not saying I agree with rape, obviously. But you'd see that if we started to agree with rape, if we started to condone rape, if we started to modernize rape, obviously it wouldn't seem as bad as we make it out to be. Whereas if we were 10 years before we started condoning all this stuff, it would be a vile, disgusting thing. The more you modernize something, the less. Let's say that you invent a new light bulb that lasts for 50 years. But the only downside is you have to use human tongues to power it. Obviously, I'm going a little off the limb here. Of course, there's going to be millions of people saying, oh, cutting off human tongues just to power light bulbs, that's kind of sick. Yeah, but then you have to look at the pros. I mean, yeah, it's human tongues powering light bulbs. That's obviously not a good thing. But then we have a light bulb that lasts for 50 years. I mean, right now we have light bulbs that only last for like 10 years, and you have to replace this stupid thing because they break every like 2 days. But anyway, I think I'm going off topic here. Anyway, what I was trying to talk about, marijuana is illegal in the United States and most of the countries in the world. But that does not mean that it is bad for you. I think once we legalize something, there's a specific reason behind it. I think I'm not actually sure why marijuana is illegal right now, because honestly, marijuana is way better for you than half the crap they sell out on the market. It's better than half the medicines they give you, better than half the medicines that the doctors prescribe to you. It's better than cigarettes. It's better than alcohol. Cigarettes, like I said, they give you lung cancer. It gives you long-term complications. Secondhand smoke kills other people. They don't even have to smoke a cigarette. They just have to inhale your smoke, and they get the effects from cigarettes. Alcohol as well. If you drink and drive, you can affect other people's lives by drinking. Because if you're going 140 miles per hour and you crash into somebody, most likely you're going to kill them. They weren't drinking, and they weren't doing anything that would harm anyone else. But because you were drinking, you ended their lives. So let's look at marijuana. What does marijuana do? It doesn't do anything. That's the problem. That is what I'm sure many people are baffled about. We are condoning things that are bad for us over the things that are good for us. We are condoning stuff like junk food, soda, McDonald's. We're condoning, junk food that fattens us. There's a reason why the United States of America is the fattest country in the world. It's because we condone the crap on our commercials, but that's a different story. The more people get into something, the more it's promoted. The more people will get used to the idea of it being in our social society. Let's take orange juice, for example. I have an orange juice beside of me. If we put on to the commercials that orange juice is a deadly, toxic, chemical, death-inducing drink, which obviously it's not, and we just put that all over the media, and we pull out a law, and drinking orange juice is illegal, something that was probably normal in our daily lives is now completely illegal. So I think we need to reverse the roles and say marijuana is not bad for us. It's not going to, if anything, have bad effects on us, on our, there's going to be some cons that come with legalizing marijuana, but I think the pros outweigh the cons, if you think about it. I think you'd see decreased crime rates, because most of the reason that marijuana is so debatable right now, if you think about it, the more that something is unavailable to you, the more that you want it. Like, I think when alcohol was banned from the United States, more people were wanting alcohol when it was banned than they were when it wasn't banned. So it's more of when you can't have something, the more you want it. It's like having a food that it's like liking, let's say you like Kit Kats a lot, but, let's say you hate Kit Kats, but you see a commercial for them and you're just dying for a Kit Kat, but it's 12 o'clock at night and all the stores are closed and you can't have a Kit Kat. You're just going to crave that Kit Kat until you get a hold of it. And then they legalize Kit Kats. You eat the Kit Kat, and then you're done. That's pretty much what's going to happen. So what I did there is, once they legalize marijuana, people will stop with the hiding stuff. People will, they'll get the good run at marijuana, and then they'll stop. It's just another crave that people have. When something's illegal, it makes it more of a challenge to have it. And I think something we'd see with legalizing marijuana is that I think crime rates would go down related to drugs, obviously. I think we'd have another billion-dollar industry that's, as far as right now, is more healthy to us than cigarettes and alcohol, obviously. So another billion-dollar industry, which we could use right now in our trillions of dollars of debt. I think you'd see a more satisfied American, and by that I mean people are just going to be a lot more happier, even if they are drugged half the time. Better America. And there's actually been a study, I'm pretty sure, where marijuana actually increases your intelligence if you smoked it before you conceived a baby, actually. I think marijuana increases your motor skills and actually your problem-solving skills. Actually, you can Google that. I'm pretty sure that's a fact right there. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that marijuana does to benefit us more so than it doesn't. So I would say legalize marijuana and take a shot. So I'd say definitely legalize marijuana. It doesn't seem like anything could really... I'm sure there's some cons, but I think the pros outweigh the cons. So I've got about 20 seconds. So to sum this all up, legalize marijuana, see where it goes. I'm sure they wouldn't be disappointed by the results. Meanwhile, cigarettes and alcohol are completely legal, but they're a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of crap. So that's all for today, guys. Comment, tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys later.